Okay, it looks like the live button, can't talk already. The live button is working. It's working fine. So I'm not going to be putting the videos on the playlist unless it goes back to not working correctly. Okay, we've got the Mage Tarot deck today. Randomly on the bottom, we have the Queen of Swords. So it's all about truth. We're just going to pull a reading. We're going to go ahead and shuffle them up. And we're just going to pull an 11 card reading from my favorite deck. 1984, I believe, is when I got this deck. And it's a lot older than that. So it's a very old deck. It's expensive. Mage, the Mage Tarot deck. It's the Magician. Yep, the Mage is a Magician. So we're just going to pull an 11 card reading. So we're going back to basics. We're going to stop doing music on the shorts and just go back to the basics, because anything can change on a dime is the energy that I'm getting from Astro. They're just telling me that the last of the minions are being rounded up. So they want me just to go back to the basics. And when I say the last of the minions is being rounded up, it's the people still out there on a low frequency that are still messing with us. Okay, it's that simple. Okay, you don't have to overcomplicate it. It's just the people that are still not with us, not on board. They're still trying to knock us down, and they're not going to give up until it's like the people at Gitmo that will not talk. They won't talk no matter what. It's like the people that get tortured and surfboarded, etc., and they just won't talk. Now, this card just flipped out. It's the Queen of Questing, it's the Queen of Wands. So it's very emotional. I'm talking about the guitar. She's sitting on her bed and she's kind of sad because she can't do her music shorts no more, but she's obedient and she listens, and she says that she had to leave music class, and a lot of you have graduated from music class and we're going on to bigger and better things, and we're really smashing the last of these cockroaches. So that session, that season, that chapter of that questing is over for right now, and we take the music and we can put it in our ears and we can do our mission. So I highly suggest you take these playlists and you listen to them, maybe in your car. Who really matters in this mission? I think that was a confirmation from Michael Delarocco, and let's just see what that was. All confirmations when I talk are very important.
Emotions guide us to our highest calling.
Emotions guide us to our highest calling, what really matters in this world, and that is exactly what I'm talking about, okay? So the Queen of Questing is all about emotions. She's very creative. So I just did a bunch of playlists with music. So as I was saying, I hope you guys will go back and watch them. Maybe while you're at the beach, while you're working out, while you're in your car. I'm not going to keep doing playlists. I put my last two videos on the playlist because they weren't showing up in the live, but now that everything seems to be back to normal, I'm just going to stop doing the shorts. Now, if I need to talk to you, I'll talk to you probably through community. That's what I just did. So we're just going to go to a whole new script right now. It's kind of like a whole new chapter. It's not that we don't listen to music. It's just that we were very unique and versatile. And we got to the point where now we need to go to our next mission and carry our playlist with us. Okay, so a perfect card to come out. And we're going to do an 11 card spread here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. And then we've got 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we have the card on the bottom now, which is the Page of Truth. So we had the Queen of Truth as the overall energy, and we had the Page of Dynamism as the card now. So the Queen went to a page because she needs to put it into action. And that's just what I said. Now where it's time for action, it's kind of like after you've made the cake and you sat down and you ate it with the frosting on it. Now is the time to clean the kitchen up. The little bit that's left, the few little dishes, the few little pans, wiping off the counter. Now's the time to clean up these little minions that are still thinking that they can win. And they're the ones that I said, like at Gitmo, they won't talk. No matter how much you torture them, no matter how much you give them breaks and give them deals, they're not going to talk. Okay? You've already always run into people like that. Most of them are like NPCs, clones type of souls that they don't have a soul type of person, so they don't care. They'll run it to the end. Okay? So the Queen of Questing, she's putting down her guitar and getting to work with the Page of Dynamism. Okay? So you can't really see the cards. It's pretty dark in here, and that's just the way it is right now. Okay, next card out, we have the Chariot. So this is going to go fast, and that's why they want you to have the music that you like playing, whatever your assignment is right now. They may call you to a new job, they may call you to a new something. Whatever it is that's coming down the pipe in this Chariot is fast. It's fast incoming. It's as fast as they told me to stop doing music shorts. It's as fast as a video doesn't appear on a live. It's as fast as somebody just keeling over dead, right? And there's a lot of that going on. So everything's happening really fast, and you need to go with it. Now, I could have refused to go with it and kept putting on music and kept doing my own thing, right? But see, now there's where I want to show you where my obedience comes in. I am so obedient. Most of you would have not even listened and just said, I'm just going to do my own thing and do it. Well, then again, you can do that. You have free will. But the messages wouldn't be coming across real, authentic, and versatile if you're running the show. The message would still come out, whatever. You'd still get another song, another playlist, another message, but it wouldn't be the messages that you're getting now, because I'm totally open to the spirit. It told me what deck to use. It told me what to title it. It tells me everything. Now, it did that with the music too, and that was nice because we had extra music, we had extra words and lyrics and cards and videos. Well, now it's going back to basic. So this assignment that you're on is going back to basic. Where were you when you were demon slaying? What were you doing maybe a year or two ago? Because that's kind of where we're going back to. But now that you're on a higher level, you're not the janitor no more. You're the CEO of the company. But we're going right back to like the same energy that we were a year or two ago when we were slaying the demons. But we were the janitor at that time, to say. But now we're in a much higher ranking. Now you can listen to the music and you've already been through the music class. Now you can go in and bake that banana cake, but now you're a teacher of the banana cakes. So you're going to do the same thing again. We're going to clean up the rest of the mess. We're going to put a final sword into this shit, but you're at a high ranking status now, because you wouldn't even be still here if you weren't. And everything I just said, the Six of Swords, we're journeying forward in a new canoe. Before you were just swimming on a little raft, now you've got a big old canoe. All right, some of you have a motorboat, some of you have a yacht. Okay, because the Eight of Cups, we're leaving the past behind, but we're taking that energy of a new ranking. Again, everything I said. Six of Swords, Eight of Cups backs up everything I just said about we're going back to a year or two ago when we were demon slaying, but now you're on a high ranking level. So you should be able to just use your superpower, and as soon as you see one of them cockroaches, you could have the lightning bolt come right out of your eye, take out the cockroach, and keep walking. Where before you might have had to go through a lot more trouble to get that one cockroach. Now it's going to be easy peasy. Okay, easy peasy work. It's kind of fun because easy peasy work is always funner than hard work. You got a page again, a page of cups, so stay in love. How is killing cockroaches staying in love? Because some insects need to go. Okay, mosquitoes and cockroaches are probably two of the most insects that probably have to go. Now, I'm not sure so much about cockroaches as I am mosquitoes are manufactured in a lab to suck our blood and give us diseases. That's from the cabal. They made them. Cockroaches, they're just they're a food for bigger animals and bigger insects and bigger things, right? And the only problem they cause in our houses is they infest them, like termites do. So we don't want that. I'm not saying that they're actually bad, like they hurt you, because I don't believe that they do. So it's kind of hard sometimes because you want to stay in that love. Yesterday I wanted to comment, I saved a spider that was crawling on my sheet, and it was the size of a pinhead. And I was like, I don't know how I'm even going to touch you because I'm going to smush you. I know it. And he jumped on my finger when I told him that and let me carry him outside. And I couldn't get him off my finger because if I was going to put him on the cement, I would smush him. And he jumped off my finger when I told him that and went on the cement. So I couldn't believe it. These animals, I save flies out of the water, right? Well, now they're in my house flying around, right? And the cat's going to eat them because the cat doesn't have a whole lot of love on flies, right? And I will tell them, I'll take you outside, and they'll come onto my hand and let me take them outside. So that's what I mean about higher ranking, where a few years ago, I would have to really try hard to get these insects and these minions gone, where today they just come right to my hand. They can feel it. It's a higher frequency. So I don't know if that helps you at all, but that's where we are at on that whole top row. Bottom row, okay, we've got the Queen of Questing followed by the Knight of Questing. So once again, I was talking about the eyes and getting them with this laser beam, and look what comes up. I'm telling you, I can't make this up. It's so awesome how these cards come out. And we also have the Queen telling the Knight what to do. We also have lots of help. So please delegate situations. If you cannot move that couch, you don't need to call the Hulk, but you certainly can ask your neighbor to help you if you see him walking by, right? Type of thing. So definitely give the Knight his positions. The Queen tells the Knight what to do. And it's a whole different chapter now of action versus getting everything prepped, the music prepped, getting you prepped, getting everything prepped. Now it's action time. Now this card just flew around and spun around. It's under the Chariot. So what's coming in really fast and spinning is the Ten of Pentacles. So your abundance is here. The paycheck's in the mail. type of attitude, right? You've waited a long time for this. You're celebrating. He's got that celebration drink in his hand. The people in the back are proud of him. He's ranked up, and it's right underneath the Chariot. Underneath the Six of Swords is the Queen of Love. Most love I can pull from the deck. And she's right underneath the Journey card. She's on that canoe with you. 5D and higher every night. You guys are together. He or she, you guys are together. You guys got the most love that you can do. And you're going on this mission together. So I did tell you that the mission partners are coming in and you're going to be getting your partners. So say yes. Say yes to this new assignment. Don't close yourself up. When we had that Hermit card, a lot of that is your mind. It's not your physical avatar. You're healed. The Four of Swords is underneath the Eight of Cups because what did you do? You healed the past and you learned the lessons. So now that you are promoted, you are ready, you're balanced out for this assignment. So it's great. And when I said yes, it's time, and I said yes, 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 look at the last card. Ace of Pentacles. Yes, yes, yes. So that 10 of Pentacles, you're ready. Your reward's coming in, right? Last card out, Ace of Pentacles. So you really couldn't get a better reading than this. There's no warnings. There's no devil. It's real simple. I'll put it to you this way. You graduated. You completed that class. You're going to get your reward. You're going to get your partner. Kind of like at the police academy when they say, okay, here is Joe, here is Jane, you two go on this mission together. And whether it turns lovey-dovey or not, that's always between the two individuals. It could stay strictly business because one of you are married or one of you are celibate, maybe both, and you just want to stay business partners. But it can get lovey-dovey, as in, I just love working with you, man. This is awesome. Okay? They love your music. They love the way you are. So let's go finish rounding up the last of the minions. I am Miss Mystic. Thank you for listening.